Welcome back to our Ultimate Mock Exam Challenge series. Today we're tackling one of the most critical topics in security work: use of force and physical intervention. This isn't just theory, it's real-world knowledge that could save your career, protect your safety, and potentially save someone's life. I've got 10 questions that will test your understanding of when, how, and why force can be used in security situations. And, just as importantly, when it can't. You'll have 10 seconds to answer each one, and if you need more time, just hit pause. After each question, I'll break down the answer and explain the reasoning behind it, because understanding the why is just as important as knowing the what. Grab your notes or use your phone, track your answers, and at the end, let me know how many you've got right. Let's get into it. Question 1. What constitutes reasonable force in security situations? Any force necessary to stop an incident. Force that is proportionate to the threat faced. Maximum force available to security personnel. Force approved by management. This is fundamental, the golden rule of force. Think proportionate. Think necessary. 5 seconds left. Lock it in. The answer is B. Force that is proportionate to the threat faced. Reasonable force means proportionate force. You match the level of threat, no more, no less. A verbal argument doesn't justify physical force. A knife attack might justify significant force. It's about balance, judgment, and professionalism. Question 2. Which principle governs the use of force in security work? Escalation and de-escalation. First strike principle. Maximum deterrent effect, or company policy only. This is about control, both of the situation and yourself. Think tactical thinking. 3 seconds left. The answer is A. Escalation and de-escalation. You go up the ladder when threats increase, and you come back down when they decrease. Smart security professionals know when to apply pressure and when to back off. It's tactical thinking, not ego. Question 3. In which situation should security personnel not use physical force? When preventing theft of property? When someone refuses to leave the premises? When making a citizen's arrest for an indictable offense? When someone is verbally abusive but not threatening? This is about restraint, knowing when not to act. Think about what justifies force. 5 seconds. Choose carefully. The answer is D. When someone is verbally abusive but not threatening. Words alone don't justify physical force, no matter how offensive or aggressive they are. Verbal abuse without a physical threat means you de-escalate, you document, but you don't get physical. That's professionalism. Question 4. What must be done after using force in a security incident? Nothing if no injury occurred. Report to management only. Complete detailed incident report and notify police if appropriate. Get witness statements only. Documentation is protection for you and everyone involved. This one's crucial. 4, 3, lock it in. The answer is C. Complete detailed incident report and notify police if appropriate. Every use of force gets documented. Every single time. Detail what happened, why force was necessary, what level was used, and the outcome. If there are injuries or potential criminal activity, police get involved. Cover yourself legally. Question 5. What is the primary concern when applying restraint techniques? Ensuring the person cannot escape. maintaining the person's airway and breathing, applying maximum pressure for control, demonstrating authority. This is life and death. When you restrain someone, what's the number one priority? 5 seconds. The answer is B, maintaining the person's airway and breathing. Breathing comes first, always. Positional asphyxia kills people. You can control someone and still let them breathe. Any restraint that compromises breathing is potentially fatal. Control the person, protect their life. Question 6. How should force be considered when dealing with vulnerable individuals? Same level of force as with anyone else? Increased force due to unpredictability? Reduced force with extra consideration for their condition? No force should ever be used. Vulnerable people need different approaches. Think elderly, disabled, mentally ill. What's the professional response? 3 seconds. The answer is C. Reduced force with extra consideration for their condition. Vulnerable individuals, elderly, disabled, mentally ill, intoxicated, need adapted approaches. Less force, more patience, more consideration. Their vulnerability doesn't make them less deserving of respect and care. Question 7. Can licensed security personnel carry weapons for protection? Yes, any weapon for self-defense. Only batons and handcuffs. Only items specifically authorized by their license and employer. No weapons are permitted. This is about authorization and liability. What does your license actually allow? Focus on the key word, authorized. 3 seconds left. The answer is C. Only items specifically authorized by their license and employer. Your license defines what you can carry, and your employer sets the policy. Most standard security licenses don't authorize weapons. Carry something you're not licensed for, and you're personally liable for everything that follows. Question 8. Can security personnel use force to protect property? Only reasonable force to prevent crime against property? Yes, any level of force to protect valuable property. No, force can only be used to protect people. Only if the property owner gives permission. Property versus people. Where's the line? Think reasonable. Think proportionate. 3 seconds. The answer is A. Only reasonable force to prevent crime against property. You can use reasonable force to prevent crimes against property, theft, criminal damage, but it has to be proportionate. No property is worth serious injury or death. People always come before possessions. Question 9. What's the difference between self-defense and retaliation? There is no difference. Self-defense is immediate response to threat. Retaliation is after threat has passed. Self-defense uses less force than retaliation. Retaliation is legally justified. Self-defense is not. Think about timing and intent. When does protection become revenge? 5 seconds. Lock in your answer. The answer is B. Self-defense is immediate response to threat. Retaliation is after threat has passed. Self-defense is protection in the moment. Retaliation is payback after the fact. When the threat stops, you stop. Anything after that isn't self-defense. It's revenge, and it's not legal. And question 10. Why must security personnel receive regular training on use of force? To learn new fighting techniques? To satisfy insurance requirements only? To intimidate potential troublemakers? To maintain competency and legal compliance? Final one. Training isn't just a box to tick. It's about staying sharp and staying legal. 3, 2, 1? The answer is D, to maintain competency and legal compliance. Regular training keeps your skills sharp, your knowledge current, and your actions legally defensible. Laws change, techniques improve, and muscle memory fades. Training isn't optional, it's a professional responsibility. Nice one, that's the end of the use of force challenge. How did you do? Let us know your score in the comments. Whether you aced it or learned something new, you just gained crucial knowledge that could make the difference in a real situation. This stuff matters. Use of force isn't about being tough. It's about being smart, professional, and legally protected when you need to act. If you want more questions like this, check out the GuardPass app. There are hundreds of mock exam questions covering every aspect of security work. And if you're looking for work, build your profile and start applying to jobs near you. If this helped, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with anyone else who needs to understand these principles. Next mock, we're diving into CCTV operations and data protection, another crucial topic that trips up a lot of people. So make sure to turn on notifications. Until then, stay sharp, stay professional, and remember, the best security professionals are the ones who know when not to use force just as much as when they should.